Sorry, you guys, part two. Alright, so I got where you guys saw the casserole. If you want to sprinkle some shredded cheese in there, make it more cheesier, you're more than welcome to. But I don't think so, because I don't want to be constipated, just so you know. So, you're
How
going
much
to...
Gouda did you put?
A lot. Like...
We love our smoked Gouda, everybody.
Yes. Yes, we do. So I'm going to cover this. I'm going to cover the breadcrumbs on top of this casserole.
You should put like another chunk or two of Gouda on top.
And then, well, that's why the cheese is for, the shredded cheese.
No, that's Kovac did not put Gouda.
Okay. Well, then.
All Gouda.
Okay, we'll do all Gouda. All right,
Just
so.
put a little bit of that on. It might be alright.
Okay. So I got a grate. Okay, then somebody needs to get me a grater. It's in the cabinet right there, right down below.
Where?
So I'm going to grate some Gouda. And I love these graters. Because I'm just going to grate it.
I don't see a grater, Philip. Oh, shit, man. Don't stop.
Oh, well then here. Nicole, it's right there. So we're moving, so it's crazy.
Haven't been getting all crazy looking for a grater.
Sorry.
It's not even under there. Hi, Pappy.
So we're gonna go ahead and take this, move this to the side, and we're gonna grate it. I love this. This was like the best invention somebody had. And, you know, we had this when I was a little kid. And my mom would never want me to...
Look at me.
My mom would never let me have done this because she said that it would cut my fingers off. So, see how nicely shredded that is? Shredded Gouda.
You don't like Venom.
I know you don't. I like this guy right here.
Oh, that's okay.
She don't
I
like
found humor in it.
Oh, yeah. Look what she did.
So, that should be enough cheese, like I said. So, even if you cut very little,
Damn.
there you go.
Yeah, she don't like Venom.
All right.
I'm going to get my bag out.
So, we got this going on. Right there. And voila. So, we're going to put this. Can somebody open up the oven?
Go, Jack.
Well, if Jack's in the way and he gets hurt, we're going to put that in there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a lid on it. All right, you guys, give me a minute. All right, so we got the milk. Oh my God. So we got the lid. And we're going to set the timer at 30 minutes. And we're going to check it. Timer. It's always nice to have a timer because if you want to do something else and you don't want to forget that you have something in the oven, put the timer on, just says so, and push start. So I got a bag of brown sugar. I'm going to get some apples. I got 4 apples right here. Now you could use green Granny Smith apples, and you can grab pink ladies. I got pink ladies because, like I said, once again, we're moving, and we are utilizing everything that we have in the fridge or in the cabinets. Okay? So I got 2 croissants. I got Sprites, apple, and then I'm going to get vanilla extract, and I got some butter. Gonna get some butter. Some butter. All right. Okay. So I got butter. All right. So we got here. So I'm gonna cut the apples first. So now down to dessert. And you know what? I don't really make dessert that much. So when I do, it is to die for. So. So then. So I'm cutting the ends. Oh, I know this is kitchen conversations and my recipes. Bell peppers and apples are good for lizards, especially bearded dragons. You don't want to give the apples too much, but feed them apples way too much. But once in a while, you can feed them apples. Why not? I looked it up. I look up everything that, what an animal, especially if they're my pets. Like, for example, dogs. They can have apples, but they cannot have...
It's no good.
Okay, but they cannot have the seeds. They cannot have seeds. Dogs can't have seeded apples because it has to do with cyanide. So, that in mind...
And he surely didn't need any of that.
Yeah, he did. Just a little bit. So anyways, so we're going to cut it into, well, kind of like if you know how to cut potato wedges, you will know how to cut apple wedges. So you're going to do some apple wedges. And yeah, maybe they're a little bit small there, but they're pretty good size. If you have an apple cutter, that'd be a lot more easier.
He will. He loves to just be out.
All right. So my wife over here has a whole bunch, gave me a whole bunch of croissants, so I can make them. Because one time I made some, and the next day they were like literally gone. All right, so another thing too, I do want to make an announcement. On Facebook page of Bella's Kitchen Conversations, if you follow me, I can also go live on Facebook. If you guys don't have TikTok, I could go live on my account of Bella's Kitchen Conversations. And all I need is 100 followers. But please tell a friend. Please share, like, and follow. And like I said, if you guys want to post up your recipes and what you cook for dinner that night, and when I read them, and I will go, I'm not going to make any announcements, but I will comment, and I will either do it on TikTok live or make a video, a home video of what you made for dinner. And my wife and I, Nicole Stanley, we will have that for dinner. All right. So, there's 8 rolls in a croissant. So the last time I actually did something that was a big no-no. A big no-no. And that was, I left the croissants out. And they got room temperature. So that everybody knows, you do not leave out croissants in room temperature, because then it gets really, really doughy. So we're going to put, I need help. We're going to put 8 ounces of 8 ounces of Sprite. I got maybe 1 tablespoon of butter. And the only reason why I put 1 tablespoon of butter is because that way it doesn't stick. And then I'm going to use the rest of this. And I'm going to use the rest of this, which is probably maybe 1/4 of brown sugar, because you don't want it too sweet. I don't need it too sweet.
Here you go.
So we're going to put 8 ounces of Sprite with butter and brown sugar.
Oh, now I have soda.
No, because if I'm going to make more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need you to make a bunch. Because that was sure some good crap.
So we're going to roll this out.
I don't want cheese.
And we're going to tear this out. And we're going to fold it. Put this in the middle and fold it. This is not my own recipe. But I looked up apple dumplings online. And there you have it. You guys don't need to put cinnamon if you don't want to. But if you guys are allergic to cinnamon, please don't put cinnamon. My wife is not allergic to cinnamon, just like how she's not allergic to ketchup. Don't let her fool you. She just doesn't like it. And, you know, unfortunately, some people don't listen when it comes to drive-thru. So she says that she is allergic to ketchup or to something that she don't like. So, anyways, so we got this going. And yes, it is 8 croissants. So we're going to roll up 8 individuals. But do you see how nicely it tears? And it was in the cooler or refrigerator. And it's just so much easier to handle. I had to literally, not only did I have to make triangles, but I just kind of just flattened it and I rolled it up. I rolled up the apples. So, anyway, I got this going right here. And then I am going to have to wait till dinner's done so I can pop these in the oven. And I did absolutely forgot that I had these in the oven when I was cooking and doing a live on TikTok. So please check on them in 15 minutes. I just love pink ladies. But when it comes to baking, yes, Granny Smith apples is highly recommended. Highly recommended.
Jenna, you having fun?
Yeah. You're gonna sleep it out, baby. It's gonna feel like sleeping. There.
Why are you?
I'm making apple dumplings. So there's 8. And I'm going to open one more. And it is about 18 minutes for my dinner to be done.
Take on Jenna. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it.
All right. So one did get destroyed. This beautiful triangle.
That's what happened when I dropped the baby over there. It's okay.
Hi, Jenna. You good boy. You good boy. You good boy.
Okay, everybody's following everybody. Can you not?
Well, I just want to show y'all something.
That's fine.
It's Dino. He's a wizard. He's a baby wizard.
He is a bearded dragon.
He's a baby. He's a baby. You little baby. Here.
She is a true animal lover, you guys. So, alright, so here's the thing with this. I'm not going to make any more because I don't want to overstuff them. You overstuff it and you're not going to have that much room. Okay? But those of you who are allergic to cinnamon, please do not use cinnamon. But if you're not allergic to cinnamon, you want to sprinkle it all on top. Okay? Alrighty, you guys. And there you have it. From my kitchen to yours. Bella's Kitchen Conversations. With lots of love, peace, and happiness. Have a good evening.